So first of all, good evening to everyone. So after long days, so we are back on the lectures. So unit number 3 is design of belt conveyor. So this is unit number 3. So unit number 3 is design of belt conveyors. So you can say design of belt conveyor system for the material handling. So this is very important. You can say so you will find this belt conveyor systems in many applications. So which are primarily used for to handle the materials from one place to the another place. Okay. So you can see. So this is what you can say. Design of belt conveyor systems. So here what we are going to do is, so before we are going directly go for this belt conveyor system, so I will give the introduction of different what you can say systems, so which will use which are used to transport the materials from one place to the another place. So here, so we shall start with the introduction. First is introduction. So first of all, we need to understand, so what is material handling system. So is it my screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. So first of all, we need to understand, so what is meaning of material handling system and what are its types. So in that, so belt conveyor is the one of the material handling system. So in detail, so we are going to study about the belt conveyor systems. So before that, so I will give the little introductions about this material handling system. So apart from that, so we shall see the different types of material handling system afterwards. So what are the different points so we need to consider so while selecting material handling system for the given application. So afterwards, so we shall also see the so what are the objectives of the material handling system. So these are the points so that I'm going to cover today during the today's lecture. So you can see material handling system. So material handling can also be defined as the function dealing with preparation, placing and positioning of materials to facilitate their movement or storage. So we are going to see in different applications, so where so we need to transfer the materials from one place to the another place. So material transfer from one place to another place means just not just about it is what you can say any transportation system. So it also involves some preparation. So before we are going to load that material into the different systems, so which can transfer the materials from one place to the another place. So before that we need to prepare so that so we can place that material in the that transportation system. So even you can say this like materials we are going to prepare in the form of boxes. So we are going to fill it in some what you can say some different type of boxes, and afterwards so we are going to place it on the transportation system like trucks maybe. So like this. So it material handling means what it involves. So it involves preparation, placing and positioning of materials to facilitate their movement, or storage. So this is basic meaning of material handling. So material handling system, what you can say, this is basically it can be defined as the operation in connection with movement of bulk, packaged, and individual products. So it may be bulk, or it may be packaged, and it may be individual products in semi-solid or solid state by means of gravity, manually, or power actuated equipment. देखो, sometimes so movements are gravitational, and sometimes it is power actuated. So suppose if you take the example, so if you in constructions, so if you want to what you can say, transfer the mixing of cement and sand from first floor to the what you can say second or third floors, so you need to you need some actuators like electric motor, so that you can transfer the so material from ground floor to the first or second floor. Similarly, if you want to transfer the material from third or fourth floor to the ground floor, so you not required any what you can say power operated equipments, so it can be gravitational movement. Okay, so if it is in downward direction, so you can use gravitational forces. So this is it will automatically movement the materials. So and within the limits of individual producing, fabricating, processing, or service establishment. So even you can say, so you need to handle the materials within industry also, from one department to the other department, or sometimes from one machine to the another machine. So material handling systems, so basically, so it will not add what you can say quality to the products. So इससे क्या होता है, quality तो add नहीं होता है, but it will add the cost to the product. मतलब material handling, so it will add some cost to the product. So that means it is a total cost of the product is, it consists of different components like capital cost, material cost. So afterwards you can say quality checking cost, taxes, etc. So afterwards, so material handling also it requires some, it involves some cost. So material handling will add the some cost to the products, but it will not going to add any quality to the products. So you can see here, so material handling so does not add any value to the product. So it will not going to add any value or quality to the product, but it will add cost, it will adds to the cost will be added to the product, and hence so it will cost the customer more. So you can see, so depending upon the distance, so sometimes cost of the products will also going to changes from places to places. देखो, first of all, next is what actually material handling involves. So material handling में क्या क्या होता है, क्या प्रोसेस करना पड़ता है. So first one is, so it is just like what you can say, picking up the load, means whatever the material, so that need to be picked up. Afterwards, so transporting the load, so means suppose if there is a suppose if load is picked from, example if you say, so if you want to transfer this some materials from Pune to what you can say Mumbai, so in that case we have to pick up the load from Pune, and afterwards so that load need to be transported. So and afterwards, so third step is the setting the load down, means that have to be, so what you can say, load should be let down where it is actually required. So these are the three steps you can say in the material handling system. means to transfer the material from one place to the another place. So by using any transportation systems, so it involves these three steps. So afterwards, so types of loads handled by material handling system. So types of loads handled by material handling system. So just 1 minute. Okay, so next is, so आवाज आ रहा है ना मेरा अभी?
हाँ सर समझ में आ रहा है।
Okay, ठीक है. So next is different types of loads, so handled by material handling systems. So loads are basically classified into two types. So first one is bulk loads and second one is unit loads. So bulk loads means it consists of a large number of homogeneous particles or lumps of any material. So best example is sand. So sand, you can say, so you need some containers, so to transport it from one place to the another place. So this type of loads are called the bulk loads. So bulk loads means it consists of a large number of homogeneous particles or lumps of any material. So this is about the bulk materials, or you can say bulk loads. So example is coal, so mineral, or you can say sand, etc. It means any type of loads which is in the form of loose particles. So that is called the bulk loads. So next is unit loads. So unit loads means it is a rigid single mass, so which is handled and transported as one piece. So here it is, so you can say, so this is a rigid mass, so which can be transported and handled as a one piece. Like example, suppose if you want to shift the machines from one place to another place. So in that case, so you need not require any containers. Like in case of the bulk loads, so you need to you require some containers, so that so you can fill that sand in that container and you can make a transportation. So in case of this unit loads, so unit loads means it is, as name itself indicates, so it's a single. Okay, so machines, example for this unit loads are machines, boxes, containers, etc. So loads are basically classified into two types: bulk loads and unit loads. Okay, so this is about the types of loads. So next is container. Next topic is containerization. So what is meaning of containerization? So previously in previous slides, so we have seen the two types of loads. So first one is bulk load and second one is unit load. So in case of the bulk load, so example is sand, coal, etc. So in that case, so that containerization, you can say this is, so it is the process of converting bulk loads or small units into unit load. So means it is, suppose you can say, so if you're having the type of load is example such as sand, so that is bulk loads. So bulk loads have to convert into unit load, means you fill it in the certain containers, certain boxes, so and just fill that whatever the material, so and that will become single unit. So that process is called the containerization. The process of converting the bulk loads or small units into a unit load by using the containers is known as containerization. So this process, this mechanism, you can say, so this is called the containerization.